It is September 6th, 2024. Of course, I had to make a video about Justin and Haley. So, you know how, like, it has to do with this whole stalker thing and how they're pretending to be me, right? So, eventually people will find out that Haley used a surrogate, right? Nothing wrong with that, but eventually that truth will come out. And then, but when they find out they use a surrogate, they know for a fact they could have never used, like, a black woman to carry their kids. You know what I mean? They had to find somebody who was genetically close to Justin's DNA and her DNA, right? To find a suitable surrogate to carry that child. So that just further proves that they're just not me, right? And then, like, everyone's genetics everyone's genetics are different, but it just further ties into this whole illusion, as if, like, they made these big claims that they went through this experience and that experience. This is just another illusion that they post on the internet, saying that they produced children, she gave birth, she experienced birth when she didn't. That's another illusion. Isn't that crazy? But that just ties into the fact that she's not divine feminine. That's just what it is. If she knew for a fact she medically couldn't have children, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not looking down on people like that, right? But it's just a fact that, like, there must have been some type of, karmic behaviors and stuff going on prior to that led up to her not being able to have children. You know what I mean? I'm not judging them on that. I'm just judging them on the fact that they're trying to pretend to play out my past life. They're trying to say that they're me on social media, and they're making up stories, but all this has to backfire and go against them because you guys didn't do the work. You didn't do the work. You didn't actually have a child, Haley. Did you actually birth a kid? No, you didn't. So you don't have that experience under your belt, Haley. Right? So the narrative is different, right? So what we can say, the narrative is about Justin and Haley pretending to live my past life, but the way they try to pull it off is using a surrogate. So the truth of their narrative with this child, it has to do with surrogacy. A couple dealing with surrogacy is not an issue out of being a divine masculine, divine feminine type of situation. It's two totally different stories. Right, Justin? Right, Haley? They never did the work. And now she's talking about, oh, I got a ring for pushing. You didn't push the baby out of your loins. You used a surrogate. Stop lying. You guys are just liars. God don't like ugly. You know that. God don't like those type of people, They want to play around like that, you know? If you couldn't have kids, just say it. I couldn't have kids, so I decided to use a surrogate. There's nothing wrong with that. If for you to be open to the world about your issues, the truth of your issues, people would have more respect for you. But the fact that you're on social media lying once again, and now you're trying to put a baby in the mix, that makes you guys even worse people. You guys are worse, and that makes you guys lesser and lesser and less than. Like, if you had a kid and you just didn't want anyone to find out, just don't say anything. Don't talk about it. Don't post pictures of you with your baby bump on national television if you just didn't want anybody to know that you're pregnant. How hard is that? Nobody wants to deal with these liars. Like, I watch other celebrities. Well, most of it was like the Kardashians, when they had kids. A few of them used surrogates, but they were open about it. They didn't lie. They never lied. They said, yeah, we use surrogates. There's nothing wrong with that. But this fake ass little immature couple, like they need to grow up. Like, no. No, they need to grow up. But anyway, my point to make is that Justin and Hailey Bieber, you guys aren't me. That's just what it is. You never accomplished what I accomplished. You were on national television day in and day out talking about what I had to go through. And you guys never experienced what I experienced. And that's called identity theft. All right, I gotta go. Bye.